Greetings there, everybody. Welcome to Ludumania. This is Mike the Ludumaniac here after a 2-day absence, which to me isn't all that much, but I'm sure in the world of Let's Playing that is an interminably high amount of time, and I am sorry for the delay for my, so far, I think 5 subscribers to this little racket I've got going here. But I've been motivated suddenly to take a look at Street Fighter EX, specifically EX Plus, which is the same as the base game, but with some additional characters up for play. Now, I'm a big fan of the Street Fighter series, but everyone's probably familiar with 2, Alpha, 3, and 4 by now. So let me take a look at one of the lesser known and respected installments, and see if I can't portray it as being actually quite a good game. So, Street Fighter EX, a co-venture between the juggernaut Capcom and the lesser-known Arica, combines several familiar faces with several new ones that Arica designed specifically for this game. Of course, you know Ryu and Ken and Chun-Li and Guile and Zangief. But here's Poland Perna, Crackerjack, Hokuto, Doctrine Dark, I'll say that guy in the right there, Garuda, creepy guy, good ol' Bison, good ol' Akuma, Darren Meister, Blair Dame, Alan Schneider, Kyrie, and of course, I have to pick him, Skullomania, everybody's favorite, the one guy everyone knows from this game if they know about Street Fighter EX. So yes, this is Street Fighter in 3D, or what counts for 3D back from 1996, 95, 96, wherever this game came out. It plays actually fairly 2D-ish, even though it looks like a Tekken ripoff, but I find the 3D factor doesn't really become much of a thing. As far as I know, you're not allowed to sidestep, though I could be totally wrong. I'm just playing the game as straightforward as possible, which is to keep dive-bombing Blair here with my... or Brayer, actually, I just realized, with the Skull Crusher. Skullomania is... his backstory is that he's basically a Japanese salaryman. I think specifically he might be a car vehicle salesman. Well, a Japanese businessman of some sort who goes completely loco one day and dresses up in a full-body superhero suit, which could just be a Halloween costume he had lying around. And thus he starts fighting in it, and he actually does surprisingly well with it.
Round 1, fight!
Yeah, I've seen several requests to factor Skullomania into modern Street Fighter, but his license is owned by Akira, and... oof, not Akira, you idiot! Arica! Darn it! I thought it was Akira for the longest time, because I knew about the anime and the game company, has letters that are... that can't be arranged like that? Oh, jeez. I could be partially dyslexic, just so you know, but... hopefully I'm not going to let that affect my gameplay. Oh, that was a total bust. A unique feature that Street Fighter EX had is the ability to basically 2-in-1 a super move into a super move. So you can have one super right after the other if you can actually hit the opponent with it. But I'm not the most technical fighting person. I mean, I do really like fighting games, but some of the intrinsic jargon is lost on me, and I am awful at stringing together combos. It's a win for me if I just hit the opponent at all, basically. So, you know, if you're expecting high-end FGC play here, this is not the right channel. But if you want somebody to stumble through the AI of an arcade roster ladder, then, you know, stick around. I'll see how far I get, although I find you almost universally, in any given Street Fighter game, Ryu is always a real pain in the butt to fight. He gave me a good battle there, but I succeeded with, like, 15% of my health left or so. But yeah. The character models honestly look pretty decent for back then. Better by far than the first Virtua Fighter Tekken. Although I believe at this point Virtua Fighter 2 was already out, and that does make this maybe a little less substantial by comparison, but the effort's certainly there. I mean, 3D arcade fighters weren't much of a thing for Capcom that I remember. Well, there was Star Gladiator, but results and opinions on that are incredibly mixed, to say the least. Really, the most popular part of Star Gladiator was Hayato appearing in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But anyway, as I was saying earlier... Oh, Pullum's getting spammy with the Cammy kicks there. Yeah, Pullum is basically Arabian Cammy, so far I can tell. She's a cool character. Or at least she has one of my favorite themes in the game. Though I'm trying not to have the music too loud, otherwise it'll drown out my inane babble. So, the viewers out there are losing on this deal. I severely apologize for that. Also, I feel that my fighting strategy is mostly just limited to hitting with a crusher or a slider at the right moment. He has another move, too, which is a little harder to hit with. Ah, the Skullo dive, there we go. But if the opponent's jumping, then... Oh, hey, there we go. Bam! Now, if you think that's impressive... Skullo Dream! I believe that move technically counts as a grapple. It is performed in the exact same way as Akuma's Raging Demon, or Shunkaku Satsu if you're a super nerd like I am, which is low punch, forward, low kick, hard punch. Maybe I should say light punch instead of low punch. I'm mixing up my terminologies here. Anyway, I've always struck that as found it as a really odd movement, but... You know, when you actually get to pull it off, it actually flows pretty naturally. It's like hitting with a combo that you don't actually hit with. Oh, just missed the dive there. I also find Zangief to be a real pain in the behind to fight in any given game. Because full 360 circle motions are not easy to perform normally, but of course... Ah, shoot. But of course, the computer is a dirty cheater, and they can just pull those moves out automatically on a whim. But timely Super Skullo Crusher has felled the Red Cyclone. I played this game a hell of a lot when I was still in grade school. On the PlayStation 1, there it was an even more enhanced version, known as Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha, which retooled the music, added even more characters, and had this really cool challenge mode. Oh hey, I totally forgot he had that move. Boom! Will that be enough? Oh, that'll be enough. Gotcha, chip damage. That was close. But, yeah, EX Plus Alpha, I really like this challenge mode, which required you to pull off these specific combos and tough moves to hit with. And you got rewards for doing well on it. You did well enough, and you get the classic barrel minigame for your own use. But yeah. What else can I say? Well, I'm not sure how much I could or should say about Street Fighter, since among 2D fighting games, it is unarguably the best known of them. At least I hope that unarguably isn't a rash generalization there. But I'm willing to bet everybody's heard of at least one Street Fighter character. My favorite back in the day was actually E Honda, because it was only with him that I could beat the Car Crush bonus stage. Then it moved to Ryu, real original, and that became Guile, because in the original Street Fighter 2, he was possibly the most broken character, and you know, you want to take whatever advantages you can get. Nowadays in fighting games, I just like to mix it up. Honestly, I really like using the random select. Oh, shoot! Well, there's my first loss of the evening, jumped right into Alan's punch. Reportedly, Alan, I've read somewhere, is supposed to be based on Chuck Norris. I can totally see that he resembles young Chuck from Way of the Dragon. Although, thankfully, he's wearing a full gi there, so if he has a hairy chest, we don't have to know about it. Seriously, has he seen Chuck Norris's chest here in that film? It's frightening, honestly. Oh, shoot! Alright, looks like Alan's proving to be quite the obstacle here, so I'm going to do what I did as with Zangief. Yes! Great tactic, that. Whew, that was close. How many more opponents do I have to fight? Well, let's see. We're on good old Guile here, and we are at the exact same stage that we just were. Yeah, all 10 of the characters in the original Street Fighter EX got their own stages, but they basically ran out of data, so some of the characters they added in later iterations have to forcibly share with other characters. And yes, it sounds like Guile's saying Sonic Kaboom instead. Okay, this is getting dicey. Knife! Oh! Risky gambit, but it paid off. So, replay on that. Yeah, the auto-win replay is, so far I know, specifically unique to 3D fighters. That's like the most 3D fighter that Street Fighter EX gets, because that is a feature from Virtua Fighter and Tekken. So the middle of the 90s were the advent of 3D gaming. I believe some companies were worried that there wasn't much of a place for 2D gaming anymore. So I believe that might be the reason why Street Fighter EX exists. Probably a lot of other reasons that I have no idea whatsoever about. But, you know, every company gave a spin 3D experimentation. Like Konami for Castlevania 64 and Legacy of Darkness, which, at least for Legacy of Darkness, I sort of like that game, but I can see why it gets a bad rep. And what were some other companies that played with 3D to various successes? Well, basically every company eventually went 3D because that's just how graphical power worked, but there was still a place for 2D games nonetheless. And in fact, Street Fighter 3 on the CPS-3 board came after the creation of EX, and it is by and far a more gorgeous game. I don't think anyone's going to argue that. Oh, crap. Crackerjack here is basically Balrog, but not Balrog. He has a few different moves, including one where he hits you with a bat. But mostly he can just stick to his dashing punches and come out well enough. Currently I'm going to have to play this one defensively, because almost every time I jumped at him, he just hit me away with a dash-upper. Oh, wait, what? Was he allowed to do that just then? Or was that a turn punch he saved up? This is not going well. I may actually have to use a continue on this one. Ugh, disappointing. That's not good. Oh, I totally whiffed that and he didn't punish it. What gives? Must be toying with me. Well, oh, shite. Well, poop. Almost hoping to get a no credit run in here, but it can't be helped. Let's just go again.
Skullomania.
At least let's go with a different color this time.
Round one.
Oh, no way. I guess that feature's not in here. I know at least in EX Plus Alpha on the PS1, you did get a different color for Skullomania depending on what button you push. Like, there's a red version, a yellow version, a blue version, pink and green. Those colors sound familiar, then somebody confirmed that Skullomania is essentially a loving homage to the many Super Sentai shows on Japanese broadcasts, which, of course, America knows best in the form of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. However, I admit that area of expertise is out of my depth, so I'm just going to save it. Whoa, that was close. Nice comeback. Cornered foxes become rabid when they're cornered. Yeah, that's a prophecy. Sorry, I'm already incredibly rusty on my 2-day hiatus, so grant me some amnesty for the very sloppy commentary. And I notice I'm making a lot of pauses. Oh hey, I just shrugged off his throw, the tech hit feature as it's known as. Wait a minute, he really should not have been able to do that upper so soon. No, it should take, like, at least a second and a half to charge up the next punch. No wonder Cracker Jack's being a jerk-ass. He's cheating. The AI is currently cheating. Yeah, that's another thing. Characters who have special throws that, like, have 360 motions like Zangief. I guess the CPU, he can pull that off immediately. And an even more obnoxious tactic that the computer employs is that they can whip out charge moves with barely any pause. So it's like they're able to just machine gun out lots of dash punches. And that's really not the way it should be. That is not playing by the rules that humans would play. And it's incredibly obnoxious. I hate it. I will not stand for it, Cracker Jack. You have been eliminated from this tournament. You don't get to continue. Get out. My almighty Skull Crusher, sending you to oblivion. Alright, stage 9. Against Ken, who is, like Ryu, a real pain in the keister to fight in most cases. And since he's farther down the ladder, his AI is likely to be even more damaging. However, I forget in the heat of battle that I can do the Skullo dive. Or that Skullo dive. Actually, the move where he actually jumps on the opponent, I forget what it's called. Sounds like he's saying, Skullo Toget Champ. Crap. I should have looked up the move list for this before I went in, but I think I have all Skullo's moves down pat. Oh, this one's getting close. And chip damage headbutt. Chip damage is, for those who are not familiar with fighter jargon, the term where the little bit of damage that you chip away from an opponent when a special move hits is the finishing attack on them. Capcom always gave you a special icon, which in this case is an apple. I forget why, there's probably some in-joke reason for that, but I think it's kind of cute, whatever it is. Ow. Alright, that one's a bust. Jump in with that, and dive enough forward. Uh-oh, getting close. Maybe I can pull off the Skullo Dream! Oh, yes! Nailed it! I thought that sweep was going to knock me out of it, but no, I couldn't ask for a better finisher. Ah, and finally stage 10, M. Bison. Master Bison, Michael Bison, Mystery Bison. Well, of course there originally was Mike Bison, but you know the story by now, is what Balrog was called, and then it swapped between Bison, Vega, and Balrog, who was originally the Spanish ninja. So that's why Boxer, Claw, and Dictator are sometimes referred to that, because otherwise it gets confusing, because in larger tournament scenes there are a lot of Eastern and Western players. But yes. Anyway, Bison here isn't much more powerful than if you would select him. But but he might have a little bit more power on his side. I can't exactly tell. Anyway, he is doing an admirable job at blocking my attacks. Oh, I should have went for the Skull Dream instead. That's going to cost me. Shoot. Nuts. What can you do? Except try again! Oh, that was a stupid first strike there. You're not the only one who can do dive-bombing attacks, sir. Although I should note that Bison is actually my favorite character in any given Street Fighter. When I want to get serious, he's my main man. But I just had to play as Skullomania, because he's Skullomania. Come on, what other reason do you need? Crap. I'm not so sure about this one. Oh, he hit me with a guard crush attack, and that's the end of me. Crap. Alright, let's try it again. Let's see if I can get an alternate color out of him at least. There we go. Now he's red, because I pressed the kick button. So let's see if Red Skullo can fell Bison here. Fell right into my punch. Whoops! It's not exactly a Psycho Crusher, but it's a Skullo Crusher. Crusher versus Crusher. Which one's gonna win? Personally, I vote for Dr. Beverly Crusher. Okay, that was a bad pun, never mind. Anyway, not sure what else I can babble about now, so I'm just going to stick to the fighting and see if I can beat Bison this time. Well, I'm getting in some good shots, but... Oh, God! His propensity to throw me at every opportunity he gets is certainly putting a kibosh on my ability to recover. Oh, crap, he hit me with a cross-up kick. Or at least that's what it looks like. And another throw. Come on, man. I just came down from jumping. Well, I guess that's what you're supposed to do. Whoops. Yeah, I used too many jumping kicks. That is a very stupid trap that you don't want to keep falling into. Ideally, anyway. Oh, and this fight is looking really bad. I may just have to bite it and save up my super meter for next time. Or maybe we can fight back. Who knows? Oh, no, not when he blocks that one. Yes, the Skullo Slider I would not use as much as the Skullo Crusher, because it is much easier to punish. Skullo does not bounce off of it. The Skullo Crusher is a lot safer. Skullo Dive, though, risky gambit. You only want to use it for somebody who blocks too much. Doesn't block low enough. Let's see, Skullo Dream. Oh, crap, he jumped it! Shoot! Okay. Don't like losing twice in the same place. We're going to give that one more shot, switch back to the normal black costume, and see if we can wall up Bison one. He really is not much more difficult than your conventional fight in this game, but his AI is, at this point, kind of a jerk, because he's the last opponent, so, you know, it is what it is, and he should not have been able to pull off that Psycho Crusher immediately. Once again, the AI is cheating with the charge moves, as you will notice. Unless there is some sort of, like, super... Oh, jeez, that round was just pathetic. I only got his life down by a quarter. Oh, jeez.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright. Crusher versus Crusher. Alright, get a throw on him. Nope, he's not allowing that. Maybe I need to play this one more defensively and punish his... Well, this one's screwed! Okay, I'm starting to get kind of frustrated here.
Skullomania.
Let's not fail this time, if we can help it. If there's any one genre that I get especially steamed over, fighting games are a high candidate for this. I was not expecting this one to be so much of a pain because Bison is not an SNK boss. But he's proving to be a decided thorn in my progress to have a definitive end to this video. Or at least he's making it last a fair deal longer than I intended it to last. There he goes with the stupid kick. Shoot! Those damn jumping combos of his. What can I do? Except not get hit by the initial jumping kick. Yeah, you see, I need to do something like that. That was stupid. I should note it's past midnight on my end. My judgment is not always of the highest quality. Crap. Whoops. Okay. I'll punch him in the face in the air anyway. Nuts. Nut! God! Well, here we go.
Skullomania.
Well, Bison usually is the final boss for a reason, I'm sure. Well, let's see. I was hoping to beat him at least 3 plays ago, so I can't guarantee how much more interesting the rest of this video is going to be. May either turn into a real pathetic, unedited attempt to try and end the video the way I'd like, or the video will end the way I like. Oh hey, I hit his crusher with my crusher. It's like I've got the priority here. I have to play this a bit more defensive. So does that mean turtling? Possibly. Wherein turtling is where you play incredibly defensively, stay in the corner, and throws are meant to bust turtles, so... Bad form. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. He anticipated my damn Skullo dream? No, that's not what I meant to do. Shh. Go. Ape. Monkey. Butts.
Round 2.
Not what I wanted to show off. But hey, maybe me getting frustrated will make for a more entertaining video than what's been happening from before the past 5 or so minutes. Okay. Maybe we should just try and whittle him down with Skullo Crushers, if nothing else. No, that's what he does for that. Alright, hit him with, Skull Head. See if that works. He just gets in, like, one knee press combo on me and it's all over. More or less. And here's one combo he did earlier, if you've seen it, that, like... Oh, no. Taunt me with a charge-up move, why don't you? This fails, I may have to actually switch characters. Skullo is not sufficing as I would like him to. This is getting really disappointing. Oh, man. Alright. This is doable. We can accomplish this. Just don't do the slider very much, because it is easy to punish, you idiot. Oh, hey, golden opportunity. Alright. Hopefully you can make that stick, otherwise I just basically wasted my entire super meter for this round. Alright, good. Very good. No. Okay, shoot. Oh, jeez. Alright, we have the round advantage. Let's keep that. We can work with this.
Round 2. Fight.
Just don't do anything stupid. Punish the Psycho Crushers, because those are to him as the Skullo sliders to me. Shoot. Oh, God, how does he do that? Frick. It's not going to suffice. No. Okay, well, this is a little... Wait, hang on. Okay, just block his Psycho Key there. Oh, you... Just just a quick slide kick and that's it. Weak-ass finish, man.
Final round.
Weak sauce, even. I don't know if that term's still popular, but I'm using it, so deal with it. What? Oh, come on! I can't hit one Skullo Dream? I guess I should just forget it, then. Bison's not taking that particular piece of merchandise, then I'm not going to sell it anymore. Sorry, but offer expired. Deal with it, jerk-ass. Alright. I want to jinx it, but this might be feasible. No, hang on, son, go downhill. If only I could punish this like I can. Okay, punish! No. Punish! Yes! Ah, jeez. Bison has been slain after... This is at least my 6th try. I lost count. And we don't even get an ending. I don't know if that's because I did poorly, or if there were no endings actually programmed into this game, but that was a real unceremonious finish, to say the least. I have to apologize for that. I thought there would be at least credits or a little line of text or something, but no, I think it's because I sucked that we don't get to see anything else. Or maybe that's just how the game was designed. I know that EX Plus Alpha and the PlayStation had some very horribly modeled CGI endings for everybody. A few of them were amusing, like, well, actually, the only one I remember is... No, actually I remember two. One is Zangief pulling a train, like, with his teeth while doing the Cossack dance. And the other is Crackerjack derailing a train by punching it. So, trains make for exciting endings. That's the moral of this really pathetic horror show that you've just witnessed. But I am kind of glad I've been able to exhibit Street Fighter EX, even though I'm very ashamed for how many times it took to eventually conquer Bison. But I did it, that's the important part. Cannot always guarantee satisfactory plays, but I feel that the spirit of the Let's Play actually relies on the torture and arduous trials of the gamer in question. Some games I know a lot better than others, but when it comes to fighting games and the AI, well, the AI will be quick to remind you that a fair game is fought against your friends, with which I have none. I'm just not. That's a depressing note to end on. Well, okay, it's past midnight. I'm only just going to get more maudlin the more I babble, so better end it before it gets even worse. This is Mike the Ludumaniac. Thank you for looking in onto this unorthodox episode of Ludumania. I would definitely like to cover more arcade games in the future, and more fighting games as well. But for now, I think that'll be all, so take care of yourself, and see you around when I do.